Hi, my name is Liz, and I lost 50 pounds on Weight Watchers. Um, I am I think I want to show you most of all a picture of myself before I lost those 50 pounds. So there I am, and I remember that day very, very vividly. That day, I was with my family, and we had gone to the Jersey Shore, and we were staying over for the weekend. And I remember waking up and not wanting to leave my hotel room because it was the middle of summer and it was about 100 degrees out that day, and I felt absolutely terrible about myself. I was carrying the 50 pounds after the birth of my second son. And I just didn't even want to go to this wonderful pier where there were rides and games and things that my 3-year-old son at the time was so excited to go to see. And I just found myself struggling even to get dressed. I didn't have anything to wear. It was several months after the birth of my second son, and I was still wearing maternity pants. I didn't even have shorts because I just was horrified. I wasn't going to put shorts on. So I struggled to get into my maternity pants, which any one of you who's ever been in maternity pants knows there's a whole extra layer that you get to fold down over your belly. So it was like I was wearing like snow pants on a 100-degree day. And I just felt like I was melting. I was sweating and miserable, and I just wanted to hide. And we went out, and I remember most of all, I didn't want this picture taken. I had been the picture taker all day, and I was getting a lot of great shots. And this man noticed that we didn't have any shots of me, and he said, "Let me take your picture." And I was like, "No, oh my goodness!" So I sort of hid behind my sunglasses and did the whole thing. And the day was really important because I guess it was the day that I realized I was so uncomfortable in my own skin that I was starting to turn into a mom that I didn't want to be. I had always wanted to be a mom of two boys, by the way, very active little guys, who was right there in it with them. And I realized I was starting to disappear from my own life. And I made the decision that day that when we got home from this trip, I was going to try to get it together and start Weight Watchers. And I had had success with Weight Watchers after the birth of my first son. I had lost 65 pounds. I'd have I've had success earlier in life with Weight Watchers. So this would be my third go round with Weight Watchers. I had every reason to believe in Weight Watchers. The thing I didn't believe in was me. I kept wondering how I was going to tackle this with two kids, a full time job. I just didn't know where I was even going to start. And it occurred to me that anything would be better than what I was doing at this point. So I made the smallest commitment, the tiniest commitment for me was to start writing down what I ate. And it wasn't that I had to write down the points, and it wasn't that I had to be in the budget or be accurate, but I just needed to start to be accountable for what I was putting in my body. And it was such a big moment for me because it made me realize that any tiny step in the right direction is a step. And from there, I could start to incorporate more fruits and vegetables. I could start counting the actual points. I could start exercising, but I couldn't start anything until I took a tiny little step. And it was the best thing I could have done for myself because by doing something, I realized I was capable of something. So I guess I'm just hoping that if you're watching this, you realize that you really don't need to be perfect. You just need to make some tiny little step, take some tiny little action on your behalf. Be there for you for just a little something this week. Um, that little something for me turned into a 50-pound weight loss. It turned into getting back into running. I couldn't even run for 1 minute after the birth of my second son. I had been a marathon runner previously, but I couldn't even run for a minute. So I started by running for 1 minute. I started by just writing down what I ate. And little by little, that 1 minute turned into 5 to 7 miles 6 times a week. I'm a runner again. I'm the mom that I always wanted to be. I'm out in the yard playing soccer. I am on the baseball field. I am playing basketball, Nerf basketball in the living room with my kids when my Active Link tells me that I don't have enough movement. I mean, I am that mom, and I'm so proud of myself. And I know that you have it in you to make yourself proud too. Just don't get overwhelmed. Take it one step at a time. If I did this, I know you can do this. Um, and believe in yourself.